Stop making new names for fat people, bro. You're fat. It's okay. Be fat. Like, I hate when this generation tries to make new terms for fat people. Oh, I'm not fat. I'm just big boned. Oh, I'm not fat. I'm just a little chubby. Oh, I'm not fat. I just have a slow metabolism. Okay, you're still fat, gang. Like, I swear to God, y'all preach so much about how being fat is okay and how we should just accept that people are just insanely fat. Which, honestly, I don't really have a problem with. It ain't me. But then when we try to say that you're fat, you just get offended. Like, gang, how are you gonna be offended by me calling you what you are? Fat. It's just a word. Who cares? If you got to that point, then you should be okay when people call you that. I thought there was nothing wrong with being fat. See, the title of this video came from a Twitter post I saw, and it referred to those fat people as high-calorie human beings. Like, no, bitch, they're just fat. Stop trying to make new words for fat. They're fat, bro. It's okay to say it. There's nothing wrong with being fat. Like, stop trying to coddle these people, bro. If they're fat, they're fat. They know they're fat. You don't gotta coddle them. I hate when people try to do that shit. And I also hate when people just try to, like, ignore that they're fat. Like, gang, when you get in the car, the goddamn car shakes, bro. Like you waddle when you walk, bro. Like, you're, you don't look like, come on, bro. Like, what else you want me to call you, bro? I'm not on this platform to make fun of fat people, bro. That ain't the point of this video. The main point of this video is, why is it okay to be fat, but not okay to call someone fat? See, some of y'all fat people, notice I'm not saying all of y'all, because a lot of y'all don't do this. Preach about how being fat is okay, there's nothing wrong with it doesn't have that many health consequences, which y'all are just totally wrong about that part. How we should accept fat people as equals, which that last part I agree with. Everybody should be treated as a person and given the same respect no matter what your weight size is and how you look like. I totally agree with that. But y'all say all this, and then when we call you fat, you just get mad. Like, that just defeated your whole point. And being fat is so okay, why do you have such a big problem if we call you fat? Why do we have to create new terms for fat people, or else we're all of a sudden a bad person for calling you what you are? I thought it was okay to be fat. Like, what's wrong with that? That was different if we're calling you Humpty Dumpty or whatever. Like, if we're calling you names, okay, I get you being mad. But if we're just calling you fat, that's what you are. You're fat. According to you, nothing's wrong with that. So why are you mad? This all really goes back to how our society is right now. We're in a state where it feels like you just can't say your opinion and you just can't be real. And nowadays it feels like if you say anything negative about a fat person, they're just gonna call you fat phobic off the street. What the f is fat phobic? Like, how can you be scared or afraid of a fat person? What they gonna do to you? Sit on you? Like, that shit has never made sense to me, bro. Like, what is that? Like, I swear to God, just be creating new terms out their ass. Fat phobic don't even make sense. Well, what the hell? Just because I say a joke about a fat person doesn't mean I'm fat phobic. Just because I say I don't want to date fat people doesn't mean I'm fat phobic, which is a topic we're gonna get into later. And most importantly, just because I tell you to lose weight doesn't mean I'm fat phobic. And if you're fat and you try to lose weight, I can't believe I'm even saying this, you're not fat phobic either. Some people have been trying to say that shit. That shit is so weird to me, bro. What the hell? But back on topic, it feels like we coddle fat people way more than we coddle anybody else except that one community that if I say, you feel me, I'm gonna be packed up, so I really can't say it. But the thing with that is, it's only fat women, not fat men. If you say anything bad to a fat woman, you're getting crucified. Everybody's gonna call you an asshole. They're gonna say you're a bad person, and they're gonna try to cancel you off the street. Calling a fat woman fat in this generation is like saying you like Hitler. Like, that's one thing you just cannot do on the internet or just in person. But when it comes to fat men, we can call them clowns, fatties, Humpty Dumpty, Fat Albert, Fat Fuck, Cookie Monster, Rod Waverson, Gunna a couple years back, a my 600-pound lifer. That one's for me. I'm not gonna lie to you, boys. We can call them every name in the book. But if you even dare say one of these things about a fat woman, yo, I got merch now. Even better, actually, I got a new brand. The brand's called Off Brand. Just look at this, bro. This looks iconic already. I'm having it in white, black, and I'm also gonna have this same design on shirts too. So if you want to get that for the summer, go ahead and get that. Pre-orders for the hoodies and the shirts are already available. Pre-order it right now, you get it like 40% off. Once it's off pre-order in a month, the price will never be this low again. So take advantage. The link to my website is right here. Go shop right now. If you cop the hoodie and post it on Instagram and tag me in it, I will give you a follow back on IG. So definitely do that. So go ahead and support the channel and also support me. But besides that, that's pretty much it. So get back to the video. But if you even dare say one of these things about a fat woman, exiled from the internet, getting your ass beat every time you step in public, basically ruining your life. Like, truthfully and honestly, I have nothing against coddling fat people to a point. My only problem is that we choose to coddle fat women, but when it comes to fat men, they just need to lose weight. And if they're not, they're a fat fuck that will never make it in society. That's a problem. A big problem. No pun intended. Like, the internet had no problem clowning Rod Wave and Gunna for both being fat. Literally, at a point in time, everywhere you went on the internet, you would see a meme about Gunna being fat at one point. Like, that shit was dead ass insane. But if the internet even dared to do that to someone like Lizzo, or hell, a new contender to some Baby Rexha, you will be swarmed by a hate mafia, hate, death threats, people talking about your family and shit. Like, it will be absolutely crazy the amount of hate you get. To me, that's not okay. If we're gonna make fun of one group of fat people, make fun of the other. And if you don't want to make fun of the other, don't make fun of any fat people at all. I'm tired of this inequality between fat people. Like, they're both fat. The only difference is their gender. Why are we coddling one side and then we don't care about the other side? That doesn't make sense to me. And another place where this point is shown heavily is in the dating game. If you're fat as a man, it's almost impossible to pull a woman in this age. Like, if you're fat as a man, you're basically exiled from pulling any woman that's not fat with you. And even them sometimes refuse to date fat people. Like, gang, why are you refusing to date your twin, bro? Like, let's be real here. As a fat man, if you don't get skinny, you might actually die alone. And that's a bigger reality than a lot of people make it. As a man in this generation, you really can't be fat. And if you are fat, you better be funny as hell, clouded as hell, or just rich as hell. If you're not any of those things, good luck, buddy. It gets so bad for a fat man that even if you dare try to come up to a woman that's skinny, sometimes she won't even talk to you. She'll look at you, laugh, and walk away. And they'll see no problem with that shit. Again, not all women, just some women. I'm not trying to group all y'all together. But if a skinny guy did that to a fat woman, I swear to God, he will be shamed by everyone around him. He's gonna be called a bad person, a loser, ugly, broke, and automatically people are just not gonna with him no more. Even his homeboys potentially, bro. But if you're a skinny woman and you refuse to date a fat man, he should have just known better. Like, people preach about equality all the time, but like, when it comes to fat people, it's just non-existent. And I know society as a whole coddles women more than men. And to an extent, I do get that genetically. Women are naturally more emotional than men. That's just scientifically how it is. So by default, women are gonna get coddled more than men. But it's not just a little bit that's happening. It's complete night and day. We can coddle fat women by calling them high-calorie human beings instead of fat. But when it comes to fat men, they're just fat. As a society, we either need to change that shit or just keep the same energy for both. Like, if you gonna call a man a fat you better call that woman a fat too. I don't care how it hurts her feelings, bro. We gotta keep it equal. Cause shaming fat men but praising fat women just doesn't make sense to me. And I'm gonna say this to all fat people. If we're being very real, there is nothing wrong with being fat to an extent. But once you get to the point where it's affecting your health, you need to lose weight. Because what's going to happen when you get to the point where you're too fat to even walk? Your family members have to take care of you. You have health problems left and right. And eventually, you die early as hell because you just didn't want to work out. That shit is not okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with being fat. Some people just naturally have slower metabolisms and gain weight more. One thing y'all don't know about me, I gain weight really fast. I got to work out all the time to not gain weight. If I don't work out, I'm going to be fat. So I honestly understand some people are just fatter than others genetically. I understand that. Stop being lazy, stop eating all that food, and not working out. If you don't do that and it gets too bad, you're going to be on your deathbed talking about how being fat is okay. Yeah, I agree, but not to the point where you're about to die. Stop calling us fat phobic. If you call me fat phobic, you missed the whole point of this video. Besides that, that's pretty much it for the video. You know, I appreciate y'all. You know I love y'all. Follow all the socials, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, Discord link in my description, live channel link in my description. Go cop the merch. You already know about that. 50% off on all pre-orders till the merch ships out, which is finished ship out in about 2 weeks. So go ahead and get that shit right now before it's too late. Besides that, that's pretty much it. You know, I love y'all. Appreciate y'all boys. Love y'all. Thank you and goodbye.